What will the board do for him? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No he, no tea.
When he was 12 years old early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The standards got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, nobody there. And you know where he's just thinking, what kind of way, Boyka, what kind of thing? You want to go after people? Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, Magatiti, they did a resolution that passed, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened, wow! Order they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents. Legal documents to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from who offered my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I asked many senators why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law before you now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
A systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens.
Yes.
While millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bouaka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bouaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership honor blocker are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act, not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see your failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
We are pleased that tens of thousands of Liberian citizens have peacefully converged on the grounds and the premises of the capital. We are here to submit a petition statement to tell Joseph Parker enough is enough. I am not the petitioner. I have only been called upon to introduce a program. And now the essence of this program. We are proud of you. We are happy for you. We expect today that Mr. Joseph Yima Parker, President Joseph Yima Parker, will come here and receive this petition from his own people. Thank you. We know, hello, we know Mr. Parker suffers chronic physical and mental incapacitation problem. We know that. So if he will not come, we will understand. But then he must at least send his vice president to come here. He must at least send his vice president to come here and receive the petition. We are peaceful. We simply want to submit to him our set of grievances and make demands that are reasonable. Hello? If President Parker or his vice president will not come here, we just received information that they are sending Rachel Crew to come here and receive petition. Listen. Hello. Thank you. Now. So therefore, we are saying the tens of thousands of Liberians representing the over 6 million citizens of this country are saying we will never submit a petition to a rebel speaker. Hello, Rachel Crew, a man with the support of Joseph Parker, the legitimacy and the authority of the Supreme Court will not be recognized as Speaker of this country. Therefore, Rachel Crew lacks legitimacy to be Speaker. Rachel Crew is an alleged criminal and must be prosecuted for bribery and for corruption. Hello? With that said, the petition will still be read. That's it. The petition will still be read. The program will still go ahead. But someone said, but if President Boateng does not show up here today or send a respected member of his office to receive our petition, we promise at the end of this program, we, the people of this country, we will come back to the street in the future. And when we come back, the demands that we will make will be far better than today's demand. Thank you, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. So, again, Honorable Chairman, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our tricyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Roger Koo is a role, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million from 4 million people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of livelihood. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are bringing at different police stations and schools and temples. We are here to challenge you. Your next rule is enough is.
Yeah, this morning. Yeah, this morning. See, yeah, this morning. Yeah, this morning. Okay, I'm trying to hang out on this morning. Okay.
For the young people across the 17 country. You want to speak to
See, yeah, this morning. Yeah, this morning. Okay, I'm trying to hang out on this morning. Okay.
Wherever you are, this is Face the Issues with Abraham Gassa Wion, like we said. But today again, due to some situation, AB is unable to be here. But I will be here. We are grateful to be here. We are excited. We are elated. Yes, with that kind of renewed spirit, with that kind of vigor, that we're able to again to come and sit here to interact with you. You are our people. So how you doing? I guess all of you are okay, and you guys are doing pretty well. So today is the midweek edition of the show. We have too many things that we're going to be talking about tonight as we move on. I will be joined later on by Prince Sharif. Prince Sharif will join me, or William Bro. One of them will join me from the diaspora so that we can continue here. So, too many things we're going to be talking about today. Too many things. But just before we go any further, I think you've been listening to some of the talk show hosts talking about the King's support basket. You know the reason why sometimes we talk about the King's support basket is that, running a radio station is capital intensive. Yes, running a radio station is capital intensive. It requires you need to buy gasoline, you need to buy LDC and all of that. So sometimes the little dollar you give, as your own support toward King's FM, it is from those monies that we can be able to go and chip in. The management will be able to chip in, get LDC, get other things. I'm sure almost every day, there's no day that you don't want to hear Kings FM. There's no day that you won't want to miss Kings FM. You want to listen to the radio almost every day. So sometimes we come on the platform, we appeal to you. Like sometimes you listen to AB himself, sometimes Sam Andrews as well, Israel Ball, we are here. All of our talk show hosts, they will always talk about, before they can dive into discussion, they will always talk about the Kings support basket. I think you can see the number right on the screen there. You can see the number. The number is there. The send wave number is the 0555. You can see right here on the lower, the lower left. Yes, right down here, the lower left, you can see the number, right? You can see the 0555 885 885. That's the same wave number, 0555 885 885. And tomorrow is going to be a major fundraiser. And the orange money, you can also send your orange money to 0777 017 885. 0777 017 885. That's the orange money number. The send wave, for those of you in the diasporas and other parts of the world, the send wave number is 07, not 077, but 0555 885 885. That's the send wave number. 0555 885 885. You can see it right here. Yes. Yeah. You can see it right on the screen. So at least we can be able to get your own contribution, and we can keep running King 7. We can keep, King 7 will keep going on. Yes, I think it's necessary that all of us can work together. It's just an appeal we're making, so that all of us, your little contribution, you wouldn't know what it's doing, but it's actually doing a lot for the smooth operation of the radio station. So having said that, there are too many things. Like I said, there are too many things happening in the country today. We've been following the issue that has to do with the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, and the statement by the former Montserrat County Superintendent and Vice Presidential candidate to opposition Liberia National Union, Grace Kwan, where she said the former Montserrat County, not the former Montserrat County, but she accused Montserrat County Senator Sir Joseph of being an ingrate. Yes, she said there was no need for Sir Joseph to have left President Weah, to the extent that criticizing, not just leaving, but also criticizing the former president. Because had it not been the former president, many of them wouldn't have won elections. She said that. She said it is because of President Weah that most of those guys, they won election here. They became millionaires. It's because of President George Weah. Because we remember in Montserrat County, when President Weah used to lift the hands of those people, obviously the people have to vote you. So the lack of Sir Joseph and all of that, maybe in passing we'll just talk about that a little bit. But let me show you a video that is trending, that is circulating on the social media. This video about this lady who was manhandled by officers of the Liberia National Police. I think I was showing it to you. So let me show you this video and see how this lady was dragged, how she was manhandled by officers of the Liberia National Police. Just a few weeks, let me say a few weeks, yes, from the U.S. State Department report on human rights issue in Liberia, where they catalog different human rights violations against this Unity Party government. Just a few weeks ago, let me share the video with you. And this lady, see how she was dragged today. What did she do? What kind of grave, a crime did she commit? That you see the police officers, security personnel will start to drag her like this. What's happening in this country? Let me see what I can share this with you. Let me see what I can share this with you. So you find the police nowadays, they're causing serious problems, serious embarrassment for this.
You see, this morning. So, this morning. See, yeah, this morning. So, see, yeah, this morning. See, yeah, this morning. So, yeah, this morning. Okay, I'm trying to go hang out on her this morning. Okay.
You see how she was manhandled by officers of the Liberian National Police. You see how she was dragged. What did she do? What did she do? That she deserved to be dragged, the manner and form in which she was dragged. What did she actually do? See, what did she do that she deserved? The way she was manhandled. We understand all of the formality in terms of even if it was felonious crime, first degree felony, because you have the first degree felony and second degree felony. Maybe murder. Murder is first degree felony, right? That's felonious crime. Even if you murder, it's not the kind of manner and form that the police. There's a way that the police will apprehend you. There's a way that you'll be apprehended. But nowadays the police are reckless. Most especially under Gregory Coleman. Gregory Coleman says these police people, they use the very taxpayers' money to train them. International partners, donors, international donors donated money to the government of Liberia to have these people trained as professional police officers. But look at what they're doing today. Look at them. Instead of protecting lives, they are not protecting lives. But what they're doing, they are destroying lives. That's what they're doing. So I don't know what really is the function of the police. Honor Gregory Coleman, Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman. We see too many foolishness and nonsense. Let me just put it that way. Complete nonsense. Because it doesn't make sense. What did she do? What did she do? What did she really do? And look at the number of officers. A lady. Was she opposing to the arrest? But what's the strength she have? Look at the number of presence. Look at the number of presence. So imagine, even me, I'm a man, right? So if even two or three police officers, two police officers come to arrest me, I would submit. But why you carry that kind of huge number of officers to go arrest a lady? And you saw the other officer, he helped the woman share the jacket, it's a thick jacket, helped the woman share with the neck. The woman said, I want to drink it. And in the other video can hear the woman say, yo, you'll kill me. And they're dragging her, hanging her. Why will you continue to behave like this? This is what happened under President Bouaka, under Gregory Coleman, our Police Inspector General. This is what happening. This is what happening now in our country today. And this video all on the social media. See how they drag her. Let me show you this again. This is what happening exactly under this government. So citizens have been manhandled by the police. The police, in fact, the police, some of them are criminals. You saw it when they went for the eviction, the demolition of CDC party headquarters. You saw what they did there. So both of them, both of them are rebels. I believe that they didn't go through the rank and file of policing. So apparently, maybe Gregory, maybe based on the kind of proximity Gregory had with some of his friends, he said, oh my man, you can go wear uniform. He just take jacket, maybe your uniform, and just give it to them to go in the field. That's why it showed. Because if they were professional police officers, they wouldn't have behaved the way they behave. They wouldn't have behaved. Let me show you this video again. The video is so appalling. So appalling. This video is so appalling. Dragging this lady. What did she do that you have to drag her like this? What did she rather do? That, she deserves to be dragged like this. What did she do?
You see, yeah, this morning. So, yeah, this morning. Okay, I'm trying to go hang out on this morning. You see, you see.
So look at the number of police officers. In fact, they have armed police officers, people who were armed. Like this one lady, you see people who were armed. Then you see other officers. I think I'm looking at people. The sheriff. I think I seen coach sheriff. The sheriff from the court just to arrest this one lady. See the manner and form in which she was humiliated. The manner.
Yeah, this morning. So, yeah, this morning. Okay, I'm trying to go hang out on this morning. Okay.
As though he's going to nag, his animal. You see another police officer holding stick. Look at the video. Just look at the video clearly. It's good that Prince has just joined us. So let me just bring in the video right after we'll usher in.
You see, yeah, this morning. You see,
He say you will kill me. See, look at her neck. See, look at the position. Neck.
Yeah, this morning.
It has been twisted. Look at. This is what happened today. Honor Gregory Como, a police inspector general. Where are we headed as a country? Where are we heading? Where are we headed?
Yeah, this morning.
Where are we headed as a country? What becomes of the rule of law in our country? In Liberia now,
yeah, this morning.
These things are happening in our country.
Okay, I'm trying to go hang out on this morning.
So we there, I think let me also in Prince. Yeah, Prince has just joined us. Prince, I would like to say good evening and welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. Thank you. But like you said, it's just so appalling. You will not believe that in this day, age, and time, a government that was just recently flagged by the United States for the use of unorthodox force by the police that we refer to as police brutality, that you will see these kind of things happening. But it is not strange, because in our Liberian parlance we say monkey see, monkey do. The head of this particular government, Joseph Numa Boyka, have shown a complete disrespect towards the rule of law. He has openly defied the law and have taken unto himself the authority to do whatever he wants to do. Whatever that pleases him is what he will do. The law that is supposed to be there to protect the people and to ensure that our country is safe, Joseph Numa Boyka is saying that I ain't give a hang for that law. What I want to do is what I will do. Are we surprised seeing the way police is brutalizing our people? People are dying in police station. Police are beating people even while they are in cell And at the end of the day, say, oh, these people hang themselves. Are we surprised? Look at what happened to Josephus in Corway. Josephus Topa, who at the end of the day was beaten to death by the police only because he allegedly stole Corey. What came of it? Absolutely nothing. Let's look at Little Brown in Pinsville, who was shot by the police. Let's look at one Prince, who at the end of the day was also beaten and shot to death by also the police, only because one of the commissioner at I think L Triple RC or so, took his complaint to the police and said, I gave the man my car to face the man, in my money. They went there and they used the force that is not even necessary to even use on armed robber. It was used on him. Liberians, we are not surprised because this government does not respect the rule of law. Mr. Joseph Numa Boyka does not have a time to say, oh, well, you know what, the country here, President, we attended to me. It was in good peace, or it was in one piece. He doesn't care. When these people can go to King George and massacre our people in a broad daylight, my brother, and nothing came of it, what do you expect? Nothing came of it. They massacre our people in King George. Nothing happened. At the end of the day, the police lie and say, hey, there was an exchange of gunfire. Innocent people. You say there was a gunfire, and they are still defending it up to now. When the police today is seen as the one who are protecting drug law around the place, what do you expect? Today, what we are seeing with this kind of force on our mothers, it's not strange, my brother. When rule and order is broken down, when the president of the republic say, I will not respect the rule, what do you expect his subjects to do? We saw under President Weah how people were even afraid to even approach civilians because we saw the tendency of respecting the rule of law and respecting human value and human dignity in President Weah. A man who said, I will not want for even flower to die because of me. But today, Joseph Numa Boyka is saying, we give a hang about these people. It reminds me of this particular show, Rules of Engagement, when the general used that statement. Shoot the FM. Today is what Boyka is saying. Boyka is saying to the police, treat these people anyhow you want to treat them. Gregory Como is saying, you go ahead. When you have somebody who is politically attached to the system, that's what will happen. The police will become another gangster group. Look at what is happening. All this police force that was once respected in Liberia, this police force that was placed on an international peacekeeping mission, this police force that was cherished by Liberians, this police force that Liberians used to stay on the street and hail, that Liberians will run to in case of problems. Look at today. We have this professional institution that have been compromised. You have gangsters taking over. You have people who politically they say they want to be their they want to do politics with the police. All these great institutions of ours that honor president, we have people we hail. That when surveillance see the police, they will run to the police. Even when criminals see the police, criminal will prefer honor president. We have to run to the police station because they know that when they go there, they will be protected. But look at today, what is happening. Even civilians themselves can't even run to the police station if we're talking about criminal. Oh, this great police force of ours. How did we reach to this place? How? How did this value that President we are left with? How can it fall down on the ground? A chakla? How can? Oh, great Liberia. Where's your glory, LMP? Today, we shed tears for this great nation because all of the sector of our society has been broken down because you have people who are political zealots have taken over and want to please their political masters. They're behaving like janja with militia. Even armed robbers can be more considerate on their victims. As we see the police today, people are using the flag of Liberia to commit serious atrocity in our country there. Oh, this great police force that we once cherished, that glory is gone. But my brother, we are here again. All we can say to our people is show them this information and tell them the level at which we have fallen from 99% to zero. Bagla. My brother Nityon, this video that you play is too emotional.
Seriously,
It's too
Prince.
emotional.
And that's where we are as a country.
It's too emotional.
When you see the rule of law is now no longer respected, and security personnel are just doing everything they want to do, and that's why you see most of them are just passing around from one place to another. And look at what's happening now in the country, Prince. You see, the government came out to say that they want to wage war on drugs. Yes, drug addiction and what have you. But a couple of days ago, I did my own investigation in terms of going to some of those rehabilitation centers to speak with some of those people, those disadvantaged youth who have been taken there in terms of how are they responding, their livelihood and all of that. But bulk of those people, disadvantaged youth that I spoke with, they express serious dissatisfaction that there's no attention. The government is not paying no attention to them. So you just take those people from the streets and you put them in one building. They're there. You find a few armed police officers, not armed, but how you call it, the tear gas, that stuff they can use for the tear gas and all of that. You see some of them there. And in fact, what's happening like in Johnsonville? Some of the inhabitants of that community, of that area, have been complaining by taking huge number of disadvantaged youth to carry them in a particular location. You put them there. They are not in fence. In fact, what some of them were doing, some of them were jumping over the fence. Imagine that. So it puts their community at risk. That's what some of the inhabitants told us. Like the one fellow we spoke with, he said, in fact, he normally when he goes out to go, hustle for his family, you end up running back home quickly because the community now is not secure. It's not secured. So what they should have done, make sure you have everything set up before taking those people from the streets. You can't take them from the streets. You don't have the capacity to maintain them, to contain them. Then you carry them in one community because as you take those people from the streets, because both of them were involved in different activities in terms of getting their jobs and survival or sustainability. So you're not giving them money. Like the way you go around, they be collecting people that in the community, to get maybe $20, $50, or $100. They no longer have that ability. They don't have that freedom again. So they are moving in the community. So now they are being situated in a specific area. They are situated. Now they are static now. They're not moving around. So now you say they shouldn't take certain things. What do you do, right? They're going through the recovery process. So why it is true that they're going through the recovery process, that's why you're working in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health and the government of Liberia, they all should be working together because the Ministry of Health has a responsibility to those people, those disadvantaged youth. And the responsibility of the Ministry of Health is to provide the health needs in terms of medication because they were on substance. How do you build their immune system? How do you make them to forget about those substances that they were because those were things, or those are things that they're addicted to. Yes. So it's also you want them to leave it. So what are you doing for them? What are the medication that you're giving to them? Instead of you just go put them in one big building. How many times are they eating? Because I know some of those substances, some of those guys who consume those stuff and what have you, they explain I speak with some of them. They tell me, I say, oh, Newton, when they take those stuff in, that's when they can get appetite, too much appetite. They eat a lot. So you carry the man down there, you go get him one bread with one cup of tea. What do you think it's going to do for him? So the next thing, what's going to happen? The next thing the man will be thinking about how he can be able to escape, to just sneak a way out of that area. So he goes by in the street because he's comparing the life when you're in the street. Though nobody will give him bread free, but at least he's to go in the community to collect his debt. He need to do all the things to get, what he needs for his survivability. So I think, Prince, the government needs to be proactive. The government needs to be proactive in terms of fighting drugs. You listen to quite recently, it's all on the social media. The deputy chief for operation at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency was heard in a recording between he and one of his subordinate officers demanding the man to release his daughter. Look at people who are in top positions with the agency that has the statutory responsibility to fight drugs, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, people who are in top position, once we see those people involved with the alleged sale of drugs, what's going to happen to our country? How do you think we're going to fight drugs and succeed? Do you think we're going to succeed in this fight? This is a complete menace for our country. A complete menace, nightmare for our country. So I think they really need to do more in terms of fighting drugs, Prince. That's what I think. Because for me, I don't think that the government is fighting drugs. The government is not fighting. The government instead is making mockery out of the fight against drugs, because most of those top guys in government are also part of the drug cartel. How are you going to get rid of a drug in the country when you have top officials of government in the sale of drugs? We have people who are heading the DEA, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. They are also in sale. They have their clients in the field that they supply with drugs. When they go to arrest, they supply the sneak. They either the burning, but that's not the real one. They burn. We can fight drugs with that kind of sinister motive. We should be sincere in the fight against drugs. That's the only way I think we're going to succeed. But once we are not sincere in the fight against drugs, it's going to be a serious problem, Prince. Serious, very serious problem. Very, very serious problem. That's what happened in our country now. So people, some of those guys, they already started making their way out. So as soon as they find chance, they have to leave. You can keep somebody in fence, and the person is not eating to their disposal, and you're not giving medication to them. That care, they need that care right now. Because it's something that you want them to forget about certain things. Something that they are addicted to. You want them to leave it, you want them to forget about it. So they need more care right now. They need more care right now. That is part of the rehabilitation. I think we should be able to look in that direction. That's what I said. The government needs to be proactive. The government needs to be sincere. The government needs to be earnest in the fight against drugs in our country.
You are 100% right, my brother Newton. To fight this issue of drugs, government has to be very intentional and has to divorce itself of its political nature. But everything that we are seeing is just driven by the politics of the day. Just as the lie when they were in opposition, and now that they are in state power, they are not able to deliver. It is the same thing that is just continuing. Lies, lies, and lies. Like you rightly outlined it. The issue of fighting drugs, it is unfortunate because this government used the issue of drugs as one of its major pillars to come to power.
Yeah, to come to power.
They told us that the reason why drugs was all over the place was because the government was incompetent, was because the government was not serious in fighting drugs, and etc., etc. But look at today, what is happening. Even though they accuse His Excellency President Dr. George Manabuya of not being serious, But the first graduation that was attended by Joseph Numa Boyka at the ministerial complex was when 400 of our young people who honor President Weah underwent a kind of rehabilitation process.
Oh, yes.
Joseph Numa Boyka attended that program at the ministerial complex. The first program that he ever attended. 400 youth graduated from that program. And honor Joseph Numa Boyka was when, their period of rehabilitation and cleansing, everything got through. And he spoke at that particular program. When these things were going on, did we see them in car? The government people on Facebook and say, oh yeah, they're carrying them. I remember when they was carrying these guys to Johnsonville. People were on video. They were videotaping. Oh, they're carrying them. Oh, they're carrying them. When I saw that, look, from the beginning, I knew that these people, they have not come to rescue the Liberian people. They've not come to rescue them. There are processes involved.
That was just
in fact, thank you. It was just for political reasoning. It was just for political reasoning. Today we are seeing the effect when people decide to use politics to think that they can address national issue. Look, the issue of the suffering of the Liberian people, it cannot be intellectualized. You can't do it. I don't care how you come on radio station, you like it open all of your station. And they stand now in order for them to be able to use propaganda to lie to our people. And the police now having their own broadcast station now. Imagine. This is to tell you that the government is failing. Where the Liberian National Police that is supposed to be using, other media institutions now, they finish opening their own, podcast now. The police now get podcast.
Yeah.
This is what happened. Look at in Johnsonville. You take people children and carry them to Johnsonville. I'm a teacher by profession, right? And I was taught in the college that when you as a teacher make the wrong move, you are creating nuisance in society. Any mistake that is made by a teacher, it becomes a potential danger for the society. That's how it is. Almost like doctors. When doctor made mistake, life is lost. When teacher made mistake, you producing a bunch of ignoramus in the society. So when government, thank you. So when government make mistake, guess what happened? The situation becomes chaotic. It's what happened with the issue of the drugs. You use politics, you take the people children, you carry them to Johnsonville in the name of you going there to go and rehabilitate them. You don't even have nurses to be able to take care of these people. You don't even have the food to be able to feed these people. The system is not even in place to ensure that these people that you're taking from on the streets, they can be adequately rehabilitated, treated, and infused back in the society. You carry the people there and abandon them. These children now, they are forced to jump in the community. In fact, they became almost like a threat to the community. People who should be at that particular center going through the rehabilitation, getting all of the facility, at the end of the day they start jumping from the facility, jumping orphans, entering the community and terrorizing the community. Why should you do this? Why should you do this? Why is this government continuously just ignoring what they are supposed to do and putting our people's lives at danger? Why? This government are proving to us that they do not have the temerity, they do not have the energy, the zest to be able to redeem the Liberian people. They don't have it. Everything that we are seeing is a complete failure of this government. This government do not have a policy to be able to tackle the suffering of the Liberian people or the issue of drugs. Reality steps in now. What are the plans that you have? The last time we saw a serious plan by a government to fight this issue of drugs, it was when President Weah called a national meeting and said, look, there is a need for us to allocate funding for this particular program to save our children. And we saw His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah giving out $1 million on behalf of the government and calling on the international community to give $2 million, the total of $3 million, so we can start to rehabilitate. That program was held. And President Weah called international partners to the aid of the government. And we saw a serious approach. The Ministry of Youth and Sport were involved. Every other agency, they were involved. Realistically, not politically. But today, look at what we are seeing.
But if I praise the law making drug traffickers a non-bailable crime, it was true President Weah government. President Weah government back in the bin.
Thank you. That's what we saw.
Making it non-bailable.
So we saw, my brother Newton, we saw a serious approach by a government. It was not political. We're not making noise around. No, no. It was serious. President, we are saying, look, the young people who are the future of this country, we must be deliberate in our action to emancipate these people. There must be programs that will be geared towards saving their lives. We must raise serious money here. It must not be a political money. We saw the rehabilitation of the Bentor Center in 22, 23 before the election. Now that the election is now over, Joseph Newman Brecker is there. He has gone almost 1 year, let's say 2 years going. What are we doing with that particular center? When you have a government that does not have an agenda to save the Liberian people, when you have a government that have decided to come and just look at a particular political party to say we exterminate this party, this is what happening. In Liberia, this is what happening. There is an increase of drugs to the extent even their own DEA boss, the deputy boss, he was at MICAT, the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism briefing, and he said that the issue of drugs, they think you're playing for with Joseph Newman Brecker, it coming from him, it coming from the legislator, it coming from, he named all of the branches and said that these things are coming from him. As I speak today, there are serious allegations that the son of Joseph Newman Brecker is involved in this particular narcotic substance. He is one of the distributors. We cannot be talking about fighting drugs and you have what we call drug law on the loose. Go start from Joseph Newman Brecker house. This man's son is having a kind of big, one will say, what be a, one will say kind of club or whatever, that he is allegedly dealing drugs there. We know people come from there. But for the sake of the radio, we say allegedly, he is dealing drugs there. What has this government done to say, well, let's start it from down there? No, the government have not done anything yet. Joseph Newman Brecker deceived us by going to JFK and say, we're going to take drug tests. And let my hand here are showing drug tests. Today, when you go on the Liberian market, there have been multiplicity of drugs all over the place. Drugs that we never, ever saw even during the war. Even during the wartime, when war was fighting, gun was firing, bow, bow. The drugs then that we did not see in Liberia. Oh no, President, we have the drugs that we did not see is what we are seeing now. To the extent that even the former LDA boss himself said it, A.B. Kroma, he said that under this government, it almost like drugs now, the proliferation of drugs on the street market is just how you can go and see sand on the road, but how you looking like, or how you can see them.
Serious proliferation. Serious proliferation.
This is scary, my brother. This is scary.
Surplus.
And again,
everybody just market they all get drugs in that plastic.
Thank you. They're selling drugs.
Level of proliferation. That's what it tells you.
Look at what happened. This how you call program that people went on the street and sincerely say no to drugs. It was overtaken by the government. The government planted people to the extent that our sister Rosalind Goodings, she look at it as an opportunity. Quick, she go open NGO and say, open NGO, say no to drugs. This is to tell you that these people intend is to use the suffering of the Liberian people to benefit, to make profit out of our suffering. Look, my people, let me tell you, poverty that's serious business for other people. Don't play fun with it. The thing they call poverty, the thing they call suffering, that's serious business for other people. That place where people can get their money from. And that is what is happening with this government. That is what is happening. Why do you think the legislators, they will use $4.7 million for just constituency visit, while our hospitals are left in ruin? Why today when you go to JFK now has become a withholding center, a prison center. When you go there, you can't pay the people money, they hold you there. There are some women there, as I speak to you now, they are in JFK. They have been there for 2-3 months, only because their family cannot afford the money to pay. They hold them there. They're in their children. JFK now has become a hostage center. Look at what happened. Money that should be used in the health sector. The last time, right in Nukuta, a lady gave birth on the road. Women have to gather around her only because she was refused to by the nurses and the doctor. He said, you can't enter here. You don't pay the money. Well, just you must say you must pay for getting man. You like you must go hire your child on a dumper, but we can't allow you here. Look at the place that this country have degenerated to. We are retrogressing instead of progressing. We left from honor president. We are where we were making serious strive in all of the sectors. But look at today where we are. The people who condemn Joseph Newman Brecker is on record of accusing the government that the government is insensitive, the government does not care for the Liberian people. But these things that we are seeing, we did not see it. The proliferation of drugs. We call the mass influx of all kind of different substance on the Liberian market, to the extent that it's even been in the school now. Our children who are in school is worrisome. This school year that is about to open, my people, is worrisome. You must advise your children there before your child go to school. It has some kind of lame model you can face for them. Let them take it and let them eat it. I remember when we were coming up, we used to carry recess, but we hardly eat on school campus. Some of the recesses used to be in our pocket. We need to tell our children that the way school coming open, because drugs now are even entering the classroom. Children now they putting all kind of things, facing making it with drugs. They facing the other one with drugs, the other one with drugs. Anytime it is the unity party, there will always be problem. Our children in life can be safe. That honor the unity party, that Super Friday. You can remember my brother Newton, it was introduced in Liberia.
Yeah.
Super Friday was introduced under the same government, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It was introduced. Super Friday, where our children were being victimized and they were being drugs. School coming up here again, my people, they think it's worrisome. These people then they will be facing how you call coach pepper soup. They will be facing spark candy. Hey God, help our children, mothers, fathers who are on this show and listening to us around the globe. Call your children, advise them, warn them. In the morning, they can cook their lay rest and put it in their lay chop bags. Let them do it. But they must be careful, because if the drugs is taking over the executive mansion, it's taking over the legislative branch, the judiciary branch, how much more than our school? Our school are seriously at risk. Our children are vulnerable. Look at prostitution have increased significantly, and these are some of the things that comes along with drugs. You see violence, in fact, more violence. The Justice Minister said it, that our nation is fastly declining. Look at today. More violence is the order of the day.
Yeah.
People no longer trust the system, and these are things that happen. Broad daylight, can you imagine in a broad daylight? This thing never used to happen when I was growing up. For they say somebody go steal from bank in the broad daylight, my brother, and I honor the government happy.
Yeah.
Allegedly, one man, they say the man go, he carry gun to bank in the day. These things never used to. We see that kind of thing there, even during the wartime, my people. We not see it. We not used to see it.
You see, all professional medical staff, medical workers, all at major hospitals, the JFK and Prince. Let me just inform our people about this information. You know that there is a 25 million lawsuit that is expected to be filed against the John F. Kennedy, Liberian Major Referral Hospital. Let me give you an insight about this. The family of the late Lovetta Tamba. Yes, if I think I have it on my WhatsApp. I will share that document with you, and their recommendation from the Liberian Medical and Dental Council to settle her death amicably with the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center and filed a 25 million lawsuit against the country's largest referral hospital for alleged medical malpractice. According to family sources, Lovetta Tamba, who was 26 weeks pregnant, died along with her unborn child at the JFK Medical Center due to alleged medical negligence and misconduct by the hospital staff. The communication obtained by the station reveals that the Liberian Medical and Dental Council had issued several recommendations urging both the hospital and the Tamba family to resolve the matter amicably and avoid legal proceedings. So they're appealing to the family. They say, oh, they may not go to court. They must, resolve it amicably. Yes, negotiate. They both said no. So, however, the court documents filed by the plaintiffs, represented by Councillor Sema Sereno Sifos and Avdasa Consultancy, alleged that the death occurred as a result of gross negligence and misconduct on the part of JFK's management and Dr. Konkanu No. Yes, Konkanu No. In the lawsuit, the family is demanding 7 million in special damages and 10 million in general damages from the hospital, and also seeking 3 million in special damages and 5 million in general damages from Dr. No. The family claims the tragic death of Lovetta Tamba has caused significant psychosocial, emotional, and financial hardship, particularly affecting her surviving 4-year-old daughter. So there where we are now. There where we are. So we find health people, health practitioners, what I don't know what's happening in our country nowadays. So
My brother,
people are losing their lives due to negligence. Because imagine sometimes you go to the hospital, you see the nurses, they playing on their phone. In fact, you're talking to them, you see people dying. In fact, they're on Facebook, they're playing with their phones. They don't care what's happening to you. So then you keep calling. Oh, can I talk to somebody? Nobody. Everybody will just be passing. Everybody just passing. Nobody don't want to give you attention. Then what are we heading? What is the government doing? So when will people stop dying from medical negligence? What happening? What happened to our country? So there's a situation in our country. Things are really happening in our country. Our country, instead of our country progressing, we are retrogressing. We are not moving forward. We are moving backward. And I let me inform you that today, the committee established by the former President George Weah. But before I inform you about that, let me bring you this. We saw, schools of seditions celebrating on the release of the Sakamoto. But today, Funadikova and his team, they had a first meeting since the establishment of the committee for the construction of the state-of-the-art headquarters of the CDC. So we just in Jaffe, we want to inform you about that. But let me share this with you. Yes, let me share this with you before we can talk about that. Let me share this with you. Yes, the traditional Sakamoto.
A good thing to all of you. On President, we are seeing thousands of seditions here at their former party headquarters to where they were being evicted from. But especially here, right under the famous Sakamoto. What are they doing? We still do not know. And yeah, getting the leave, getting the pay, the trade, bring us up the trade.
Okay, so you see, seditions they're always happy. That's what I love about sedition. Irrespective of what happens, they are happy. Whether good or bad, they are happy. And that's the difference between sedition and other political parties, because they love their party from the depth of their hearts. I remember when I went to do a coverage of the fundraising. Okay, not the fundraising, but the due payment at the CDC, the former headquarters of the CDC in Congo Town. We did a coverage that day. My friend and brother, Otis and we went there, and I interviewed some of the old folks. Yeah, because sometimes when you go to do a coverage of a program, there are certain people that when you interview them, most people will pay attention to them because considering their age, considering their energy, and all of that. So imagine there were people who were sitting in wheelchairs, disabled. Let me just put it that way, disabled, who were sitting in wheelchairs in our son that day at the party headquarters. Somebody had their receipt. Yes, I pay my due, and they were very happy. You can see them in that kind of express that kind of laughter, happy. I interviewed more than 5 old folks. One old lady, I asked her, I said, "Oh, boy, how you doing, man?" She said, "Oh, yeah, my son." I said, "Well, I see you in that kind of jubilant mood. You happy? You celebrating?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Why are you celebrating?" She said, "Because I'm happy." I said, "What are you doing for survival? What are you doing?" She said, "I can go sell my late beta ball to Raleigh market. But I said my late beta ball, but I can't pay my due. I just let CDC the party. So I can't pay my due." The old lady, my man, Prince, the old lady showing her receipt to me. Then my receipt, the woman jubilating, celebrating. So that's the difference about sedition. They're always there to contribute. They love one another. Like I was in a vehicle, I was going somewhere around the Cinco Belt. Yes, I think another guy was in a vehicle. He was a physician. Then a lady too was there, also physician. But the lady was talking, defending George Weah or the CDC, but she didn't know the fellow in the back was a physician. So later, when the fellow stopped around the Capitol bypass area there, so I said, "Oh, Patterson." He said, "Oh, Patterson. Oh, you Patterson." She told the driver, "In fact, I'll pay for the man. Don't pay." He said, "Go, Patterson, don't pay." So, I was just sitting quietly. I said, "That's what I love about sedition." Yeah, they love helping one another. So let me inform you today. The chairman, Funati Kofa, and his team, they had their first meeting today, and that meeting was so successful. I mean, and they discussed some issues in relation to the construction, the state of the art headquarters that is expected to be constructed by the CDC in Congo Town. So today was the first meeting, and that meeting was successful. I'm sure they're going to be coming out with a press conference subsequently. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Even this evening, I heard Shaka Sherry talking about that, and we also confirmed that. So the committee will be coming off shortly with a press conference to address the public about where are they in terms of funding, who are those making. I'm sure people have already started making contributions for the construction. Some people contributing bags of cement. Yeah, bags of cement. I mean, some people contributing steel rods. Some people contributing cash. And imagine there are people who say that if they don't have the money, they don't have the cement, they will go at the site. They will go at the site to make their own contribution. If they will haul water, they will haul water. There are people who will be pouring water for the mortar. There will be people who will be taking the sand from one point to another. They will make their contribution. Yes, they will use their energy to make their contribution. So that's where we are. So I just thought to inform you about that. Prince, I don't know whether you want to say something in relation to that.
Yes, sir. You know, my brother, coming up, I read this book from Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. And in that particular book, the poem that is there, though I can't remember everything, but it goes like turning and turning in the wilderness gird, the falcon cannot hear the falconers. Things fall apart. The center can no longer hold.
Oh, yes.
More acne is loose upon the word. Today in Liberia, my brother, this is what we are seeing. This poem is becoming a reality in Liberia. Things have fallen apart. It's not is falling, but has fallen apart.
Yes.
To the extent that the falcon cannot hear the falconers. In other words, the government is going one way, the people are going another way. Complete, terror is loose upon Liberians. This is what is happening. Some of you that did that broke in high school, that what you seeing. Today we are seeing the proliferation of massive structure under this particular government in the name of health center. When President Weah yesterday said to us that look, for us to have a good health system, let's put in place a mechanism where we will be able to check these things. The governors, you gave me 20%, I gave you 0%. You harmonize my salary, I will harmonize your vote.
Yeah, those
today the hospitals are now turning into what we call execution center because of those songs that they were singing.
Yes.
When President Weah said, look, these hospitals, they must be hospitals and they must meet the standard. And when President Weah took that action, that if you meet the requisite, requirement to open a clinic, please close it down. Some of these nurses, because some of them who are working in the hospital, in their houses, they are brave enough to even be operating hospital in their houses, because I can say clinic.
Yes.
Some of them were operating different things in this their home, massive structure. And because President Weah said, look, the thing here, you cannot be working in the hospital. At the end of the day, you going home, you taking the drugs, you stealing it, putting it in your bag. Let's close down. They say it was political. So they jump on the street and they use that means to poison the people mind against the government, to the extent where when people go to get bread, they come face a phone this man, and you say you want the government. When the people crying, oh my hell, oh no drugs, move for here, man. Whereby the drugs that they were bringing to the hospital, the very nurses and doctors, they were stealing it, taking it, and carrying it to their homes. Today, what we are seeing is just the repercussion of what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Today, there are makeshift structure all around the place. Today, there are nurses who are working to the hospital. You go to the house, they get a whole different clinic there altogether, giving people dangerous diagnosis, damaging people's life. Look, this is not strange. Things has fallen apart. The government don't have time for you. The government going your own way. You're going your own way. So this is not strange, my brother Newton. It's not strange. You have a government that is insensitive to the plight of the people. These people prefer to enjoy themselves. They can use almost $1.5 million for 7 days to go right to Japan. Where Japan tell them say you're him more rare record and I go, you please go back. I begging you, you go back. We get money to get you. You're him more rare record. You go and see about it. You please go back. Today they come. Do we have a report of almost the 1 million that these people use for just 1 week? Have they given us any report of what they went there for?
Prince, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs just came up with a release about the trip from the outcomes of the trip from Japan. I think I'll read that. Just go ahead.
Definitely. So at the end of the day, these are things that are happening. These people have come to enrich themselves. These are state gangsters. These are state looters. When you see them, you will see corruption rating on their faces. They are criminals. They don't care for you. Look, for example, a petrol Honda generator. They make generator alone and make it 3,000 plus. What about that 3,000 there could be able to put about 5 or 6 person in job. Joseph Newman Brecker come what he did. In fact, Joseph Newman Brecker should be considered as, you know, there's a radio station want to take our own time, but their government steal from the innocent people. You told motorcyclists to register. These children register. You took almost $1 million from them, from the registration that they did. At the end of the day, you say they will not go on the street. This is how BM can behave. This is a complete criminal government against the government, how they can behave. They fool you, they take your money. At the end of the day, they use power on you. If you know these children, they were not worth it to be on the street. Why tell them to go and register their bikes and to pay fees? They finish paying it now. You're finish getting the money. You say that on it. You say you can't go back on the street. What kind of gangster government is this? So Joseph Newman Brecker wants to tell us that he is the oldest gangster living on the planet Earth. What kind of nonsense is this? When last our old people in the Brecker age started to behave in this film and manner? In Liberia, when the older our people get, they become compassionate. They become very compassionate. That's our society. When the old people are somewhere, when you see old person, they will always be concerned about people, you know, who are around and say, hey, my son, you all rare, you not eat. The older people in our society in Liberia are people who make sacrifices for other people. They are compassionate. They want to see the good of the community because they always have the thought that we finish doing our own, we living now, we're going to go rest. So you're the young people who pave the way for you. But how can we take a BM appointment in the executive mansion? Look at what is happening. 74 ghost names at the executive mansion, according to GSC, a GSC report. That mean, now we the one saying that GSC say 74 ghost names. They were taking pay all the time. They were able to accumulate almost about some 500,000 plus over the period of time. Only for them to go and do their audit, they can't see nobody. The money, they can't see it. The human being there, they can't see it. What kind of BM operation is this? What kind of thing is this? You go take a company and impose it on our people. You tell how you call Liberia traffic management and impose it on our people only because you want to satisfy yourself, because there are other people like the justice minister who have an interest in this particular company, like our own mayor, how you call incompetent Gregory Como. You understand? A gangster of the state who is using the Liberian flag to carry on serious atrocity. Using the Liberian flag to carry on, they get interest inside. So at the end of the day, they are taking our people from jobs. This government have come to damage our society, and this is just what they are doing. I'm not surprised that JFK has been taken to court for that millions of dollars. There are many people who are victims of it. But what will come from other aid? Well, we pray that, you know, something good come from other aid. But look at the sister the last time that alleged that her kidney was removed. What becomes of that particular case? What becomes of it? So it is not strange, my brother Newton. It is not strange. All of these things that we see happening. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Anarchy is loose upon this world, upon Liberia. That's what we're seeing.
Seriously. So this is the release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it says the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is pleased to present the outcomes of Liberia's participation in the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development (TICAD 9) held in Yokohama, Japan, under the theme Co-Creating Solutions for Africa's Future. In line with Prime Minister Ashiba Shijiru's renewed commitment to Africa, focus on private sector-led sustainable growth, youth and women's empowerment, and regional integration, Liberia has secured the following benefits. 1. Infrastructure partnership. Japan and Liberia agreed to prioritize feasibility studies for Monrovia to Rabat International Airport corridor and the rehabilitation of key farm-to-market roads to unlock regional trade. That's one. Two, port modernization. Liberia has been included in the new Japan-African Economic Partnership Study Group, ensuring technical support for modernization of the free port of Monrovia and improved port logistics. Three, industrial cooperation. Through the Japan-Africa Co-Creation for Industry Initiative, Liberia will benefit from mass marketing between Liberia's startups and Japanese companies, with emphasis on ICT, agribusiness, and clean energy solutions. Four, financing access. Liberia stands to benefit from the expanded enhanced private sector assistance for Africa, US 5.5 billion, and Japan's US 1.5 billion impact investment fund, reducing risk for Japanese investors in Liberia's energy and agriculture markets. Five, the government of Japan has expressed interest in partnering with Liberia on coastal and sea defense initiatives, recognizing Liberia's vulnerability to rising sea levels and coastal erosion. Drawing on its extensive experience in constructing artificial islands and implementing advanced coastal protection measures, Japan proposed closer collaboration with Liberia to address pressing challenges in sea defense and waste management. On agriculture and food security, it says rice and stable crops. Liberia will participate in pilot cooperation on climate resilient rice varieties with trials in Lofa and Bon counties, alongside expansion of mechanized farming under JACAT supported projects. Agri-food system. Liberia is positioned to tap into TICA's agricultural package, including access to Japanese irrigation technologies and post-harvest value chains to reduce food imports. Human capital development, youth training, at least 500 Liberian youth. That's what they say. So they both say at least 500 Liberian youth and professionals will benefit from Japan's plan to scale 300,000 Africans in AI, biotechnology, and green economy fields over the next 3 years. Scholarship and exchanges. Liberia secured new scholarships under the ABE initiative and Africa Youth Program 2025, enabling students to study in Japan in STEM, public health, and governance. 10th, women's empowerment. Liberia has been invited to join Japan's Women, Peace, and Security Framework, operating pathways for female leadership and entrepreneurship support. Health and social development. 11, healthcare investment under Japan's African Healthcare Investment Promotion Package. Liberia will benefit from technical upgrades in referral hospitals, medical equipment grants, and training of health personnel. Vaccine access. Liberia will share in Japan's US 550 million contribution to GAVAD support vaccine availability and strengthening health resilience in post-COVID-19 era. Peace, stability, and governance. 13, maritime and security cooperation. Liberia's maritime sector will receive capacity building support under the TICA security cooperation, including measures to counter illegal fishing and boost Coast Guard readiness. 14, governance support. Liberia has been included in Japan's Africa Mine Action Platform and peace building initiatives with opportunities for governance, training, youth involvement in peace efforts, and post-conflict reconstruction support. And they say, additionally, funding proposal under review. A funding proposal submitted by Liberia to the government of Japan, amounting to US 72 million. That's why Liberia proposal. A funding proposal under review. A funding proposal submitted by Liberia to the government of Japan, amounting to US 72 million and covering priority projects in infrastructure, health, education, and agriculture is currently under consideration. That's what they say. That money, 72 million, is currently under consideration by the Japanese government. So we look forward to that. These projects are also the subject of discussions during bilateral meetings at TICAT. Implementation mechanism. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs will establish the TICAT 9 implementation decks to track commitments and provide quarterly updates on the Liberian people. These outcomes demonstrate that Liberia's engagement at TICAT 9 has delivered concrete partnership in infrastructure, agriculture, education, youth empowerment, health governance, and environmental protection. The government of Liberia remain committed to blah, 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 blah. So that's it.
My brother,
that's a release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
As always, these people are very good at lying. You know, one thing I can give out to the Unity Party, thank God that we now know them, because if you are somebody who just come into Liberia and you hear this kind of thing, you'll be so excited. But then now the people who are jumping around with Kosovo picture, President Joseph Newman Boyka go meet Kosovo president, or you share with Kosovo president. Where are we today with Kosovo? This man came here to the United States. Joseph Newman Boyka himself said it when he was asked at the how you call the airport. When he came, they asked him. He said it. So all of these things that we're seeing, these are just theory. These are just meant to mesmerize their defeat. Yeah. You went there, you didn't get anything. Nothing they gave you. You can't hear, can't read, we'll be able to fall for this kind of thing. We can fall for it. We can fall for it. Absolutely nothing we heard from the people. For Ghana, for other countries, Mozambique, you know, Tanzania, and all these other countries, we saw what they did, what Japan did for them. But you can't read Herbert theory and can't give it to all you think we fall for it. No, we can't fall for this kind of nonsense, people. We can. Why it you want for our country to benefit it in all of us interest, but don't lie to us like you have been lying to us from day one. You talk about China and $33 billion, I know $30 billion. What kind of $1 billion? Where are we with that? So all of these things, you talking about strengthening international partner or strengthening partnership with Japan. Our partnership have been strengthened with Japan for a very long time. Japan have been contributing towards our nation, even under the government of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. You know, in so many ways, in the roles and etc., etc. Tell us something that we don't know. Don't tell us what we know. Don't lie to us. Technology is at our disposal. We can easily check it. We can go on the people website, on TICAP 19 website, and we'll see what they did for Ghana, what they are doing for Nigeria. Y'all start playing fun out of us here, man. Go find somewhere to sit down. Y'all got to stop this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it says. So the government
got to stop this kind of thing.
In fact, when President Trump invited President Boakai for that meeting, they said how the United States government is going to work with the Liberian government. In fact, they're going to support this government.
Sure.
But that trip from the United States, we yet to see anything from the U.S. government to the Liberian government. So now you're coming from Japan. You listed all of these things. You said these are the outcomes of the trip to Japan. You spent about $1 million Liberian dollars. That money will have been used to impact the lives of the citizens. What was the essence? Carry 40 men dedication. 40 Liberia carried the highest dedication to Japan. What was the essence? Why couldn't you just have few presidents? Why will a minister be going and the deputy assistant minister going? The minister going, deputy minister going, assistant minister going? Why can't the minister? Why can't the minister represent the ministry? He's the head, so he understands everything about the ministry. Then you carry the minister, you carry the head, you carry the deputy minister, you carry assistant minister. And like somebody said, the only reason why bulk of those people, bulk of those government officials, well, you know why? Because of the DSA. Setting fees.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Now, so as a minister, deputy minister, what will you be making? Maybe, let's assume you assistant minister or deputy minister. Let's assume you're making about $5,000. Let's assume that you're making about $5,000. Then you have to leave when you go to Japan to go sit down. Therefore, setting fees, DSA. Then all of them rush to go. Therefore, DSA. You see how irresponsible it is? Then you want to tell me that the government is responsible? The government is not responsible. The government is irresponsible. Very irresponsible. This government is very irresponsible. It's very insensitive to the plight of the Liberian people. That's why today they've been caught in the web. So they don't know where to escape now. So their lies, in 2023, their lies have caught up with them. So nowhere to escape now. The prince said you can intellectualize hardship. You can never intellectualize hardship. You can't do it because the people are feeding the fish. So if things are tough in the country, the citizens will know, they will feed it. When they're going to bed, they're not eating, they're not finding food. When they go hustle the whole day, they're not seeing nothing. They know that it's shit.
Sure.
So you're not putting on the radio, you say, all the things here, you say, oh, God, Japanese government will get $5 million. This one, so million. You have you propose $72 million. It's currently on consideration by Japan.
That you propose. They say that you propose. They give me.
The Japanese government.
It's up.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Is this a serious and responsible government? Or are they making migrants all the Liberian people? Liberian people are going to bed now. Without food. They are starving. There's no food. You go hospital, people who sell this, they can buy. Because how do the people buy? Because if you don't have the purchasing power, how do you go to buy? Because you must first have a job. If you don't have a job, how are you going to work to go in the market to buy? So if that's how this is the aspect of the rotation in economics, right? You must have the purchasing power. And how do you get the purchasing power? You must have job. You could be self-employed. You could work for government. You must have jobs. So it's true that you'll be able to get money. So for example, the more else now I get paid, I go to the market. Maybe the somebody selling their clothes, or somebody selling the school about to open, somebody selling book bag, somebody selling shoes, and I want to buy. So I will buy from those people. And when I buy from them, they will take that same money again to go maybe to the store to go and buy again, to come and replace their goods they have sold. So it's just about rotating, the rotation. So the cash like that, the money will continue to rotate in the country. But few other people just set all the money, so the money will start rotating. So that's why you see now things are very tough in the country, very, very tough in the country, because those government officials, they have the money. Not that they don't have it, they have the money, but they are setting on the money because they want the Liberian people to suffer. They want you to suffer. You people who are the Liberian people. That's what's happening now. You go say they will not buy your goods because people are not working. No money in the country. How you go say a better ball, you're keeping a better ball. If you think about better ball, that's something that there's no preservation area that you can go put your better ball. Maybe you say they'll keep it for the longest. It will not spoil. It will not get rotten or something like that. So maybe 2 or 3 days, it's spending your hands, start getting red. So it's start getting rotten. So that's how our people who sell in the local commodities now. So what happened to their goods? So their goods get destroyed because it spent more time in their hands. People are not going to buy from them, and they take their little cash in the house. The reason why they go out there is because they want to provide for their family. Nobody will be satisfied, man. You see your children, you wake up, more especially mothers. Mothers are people who have soft hearts.
Sure. For
the family, the man will leave the children on the man, and the man will go sit down somewhere. The man important will be body. That those children will be crying. And once a mother sees a child crying, that kind of feeling, it plays on their lap. Yes, but when the man can do something, will just pop in, will grow. Even when the child is someone the child will be crying, that the mom will really take responsibility. So the mothers, they won't sit. It costs for them to go in the street, to go, clean some other place just for survivability of their children, just to provide for their children. They will do. I remember some mothers that used to go take hope, to go help people, to clean up just for their children. In most instances, the men will deal the children with the mother and just escape. So our mothers want to appreciate. Our mothers go through a lot. We must appreciate them. Yes. So if the country is tough like this, it's a serious problem for us, folks. Very, very serious problem. It's not easy. It's a very, very serious problem for us. It's very, very not easy. But let me share something with you. This lady, there's a lady, a prince, and I say Joseph Burger is not from Lofa. Joseph Burger. The lady said Joseph Burger is not from Lofa. I get that video. So let me see if I can. Let me play that video. It's a short video. If you see the manner and form in which that lady was actually expressing herself, if you see it, you wouldn't imagine. But let me bring you the video. Right after the video, we'll go to the line and get the interaction of our folks out there. And let me bring you that video. Yeah, she from Lofa County. The more fellow Joseph Walker. From Joseph Walker County. Momo 2 vest. So you must know.
Yes. Who's from Lofa? Are you a kizzy? Yes. So you said the president is not from Lofa. Where are you from?
So he left blood? No, he said he left blood. What do you mean?
It's a decision of the court to evict our area.
So how blood sharing happened? Which part of Lofa?
Yes.
So he said the president is not from Lofa. Where are you from? So he left blood? No, he said he left blood. What do you mean?
It's a decision of the court to evict our area.
So how blood sharing happened?
So the woman said Joseph Baga left blood. Joseph Baga not follow Baga. Is it angry?
Yeah. And you know, my brother, she is making some serious sense down there. Because the thing is, Lofians, especially from that particular end, they are not the kind of violent people. They are not people who, don't care. They are loving people. They are caring people. They are people who consider others, have a very strong sense of humor to helping others. So what we are seeing from Joseph Numa Boyka is alien to Liberia. But again, this is where we find ourselves, my brother. This is where we find ourselves. Even if somebody is from outer space, that does not even give you the right to behave to Liberians the way you are behaving to them. This man has literally abandoned our people and care about himself. And another disgrace that I'm just seeing, Jerome Verdia, the man who was being used to lie against Jefferson Tamakoji, has been neglected by this government to the extent that he has now been employed by how you call the speaker, Richard Kuhn, as consultant in his office. Can you imagine this? Jerome Verdia.
Not Jerome, James. His brother.
Oh, okay, James. Okay, his brother, James Verdia. So Jerome Verdia basically has been abandoned by this government. After they use him to lie and use him to say all kinds of things, at the end of the day, he is abandoned by this government. He's abandoned. The man here in America, he's sitting there, all doing what we're supposed to do and moving on. So this government is noted for using people and dumping you. They've used you. At the end of the day, guess what? They dump you. They ain't got time for you. Today, our man, how you call Stanton, that have run mad today with this government is because he has been used also. But again, we are where we are, my brother Newton. They're where we are.
Okay, so let's go to the line. Let's get the interaction. 0772 23 99 33, 0886 30 44 97, 0777, the female line exclusively for females, 0777 98 03 75. And let's start picking up your calls. Let's go to the line. Let's see what we can speak with this person. Okay, your first female. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother in the studio. Man, Benuli Kamara from Tanshua West Point.
All right, let's hear you, man. Benu. Go ahead, make a point.
Okay. My point is, we talk the people from the beginning, we say Baka from Freetown. Can you imagine Baka when we went to say Freetown, we get money, it's a place to go Freetown. Now, our money, the Baka carry them. Baka trouble, I can't get money. But the brand bottle in our home after we are in where prepare from we are. And when you say take place for CDC, you take place for CDC. We now want to know what part we are. And that part CDC. Our heart makes CDC. Our heart desire we are.
Okay.
So, but I just was here. He was here. Because we get what
Hello.
Good evening, Newton.
Yeah, good evening. Your name and where do you come from?
Thank you. I'm Spencer Mohammed na call for my people corner down Postman Hill, that community. Thank you, Nita. I think I follow your discussion, but my mind is drawn to the report that just came from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs about the trip to Japan. Nita, the road that is under construction, how can they do feasibility study on a road that is on construction?
that was the question I was about to ask. I thought they said that road already under construction. Why would the road be under construction then doing feasibility studies on the road? So that's the irony, that's the contradiction. That's why I don't understand.
They expose the government big time. And me, the guys went to Japan and came as a number with nothing. Nothing they brought for nothing. They just came to lie. They wasted the people money. These guys, these just insulted president we are for nothing. That first line is disqualified that entire thing the road they call report. You see, after this crazy, God is the one that is exposing them to. Thank you very much, Nico. Always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on national issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes,
my name is Rose Dotto. I'm calling from Front Street.
Yeah, man, Rose,
my brother, these people that they were such east, they were such west, they were such all over, they will never get anything out of themselves. They must be thinking all the money that is stealing, everything that is stealing. When we put president, we are in a chair. We will run behind people, we will break down their horses, we will deal with them. We will deal with them and said they will not even believe it. Can you imagine the people that were going to rescue? Bunch of roads there. Then they don't taking people things there. The police officer then are disgracing that woman. They shall be disgraced in the name of Jesus. And the sheep, and they want to bring to Josh we are. The sheep waiting more than even Josh we are. They will forget about our party headquarters. Without talking there, if it pass you already, we wouldn't stand it back. So see how that we can pay our party headquarters back. Then we get on the back for the drugs issue. And the drugs issue here, they want for us to forget what they wrote on our party headquarters. Now all the stupid woman we call say woman of God. What can say got up your thing, man?
No, man. We get continue like gas. No, yes, don't insult. Don't do that. We won't allow that. Hello.
This is Kings FM.
Yes, this is Kings FM.
And my son, thank you. Prince, thank you. They are old man. Let the children play.
But the children are playing this
thank
time.
you. The children dying, they're finding their body all on a dumper. The children are dying, our children are playing anymore. The people they care about drugs that are killing the young children, the future generation of that nation. They only care. They only already wealthy, man, people. All the things what you're talking on our old men feet. Those boys, then one time I told you cartoon in America, they're stealing and sending the money here to pay their mortgages. That all they're doing there, like George Solo, who go lie and be asking a white man. You say ambassador, you begging for money to pay your mortgage. That's the why. Why you need George Loco there? All those boys then they tired telling cartoon that so truck driver then was yeah. So they paying their mortgage. All the money they're taking from our country, they paying their mortgage. This old men know that Liberian people who will just talk will not do nothing. And our own weapon or we the common people, the market here, they sell one and voted against your we are. That the problem what we're facing, the old man will not do nothing, Jack. He will not do for our country. Because the people know that our country is not attracting anymore for investors to go there. You take it or you leave it. That is sorry for thing what we're seeing. So today there was a baby fall on the dumper there, baby. Somebody. People are throwing their children away. Children are dying sick, no hospital. And the father ain't not saying anything to the Liberian people. That thing, that letter, what they write, that so lies. Lies. Sick, nothing inside.
They make up their own
nothing
thing.
so lie because they feel Liberian people. You know what, Todd Mountain? that the thing what we used to listen to our forefather then. Whole day they listen to BP English book, all the BP English. Our country never developed. So BP English. Tell us the other group of useless Liberian boy there, like Vanilla Patrick there, he comes from Cottington. Then he ended on Spoon TV with a man where get anger chin on a phone, on a way. These are all bad country boys who don't love their country. Those Nigerian boys, when they come outside, they don't go to fellow their country, they cannot go. Our own whole day they get degree, a mole on the wall. So we in a sorrowful time, we in a terrible time, and the man said that calamity will come over the nation, that the calamity will see. So
Okay.
nothing ain't cared to care.
All right.
The woman already reached enough nothing here count. We ain't care. Liberian people, you can talk to your goosey boy drive, they ain't care. We shall pray for long there for 2029. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. This is Let the Children.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
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 Yeah.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Governor, yes. Within Sabato, I'm going to go down here.
Yeah, go ahead, make a point.
Yeah, my question is, our father's back say they go dead down, or it has been written again. That's my question.
What?
Hello?
Yeah, what did he say?
Hello?
Come on, I can't get you. So I gotta slip off from there. Let's go to the female line and speak with this person here. Hello?
Yes. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
Victoria Bar calling from Johnson.
Yeah.
You're thanking very much, my brother, for the topic. You see, those people now in the country, any small thing person will do, they will be criticized. Person we are going and get a position or 20%, like people suffering in the interest of people. Yeah, Joe Baga 40% in Japan. Why you get a small money? They make a 40% they won't do no making to say how tap your money what we suffering here. We never get school fee to pay for our school fee up to now. I didn't get money to rent about phone. Say our tap your money what we suffering. Get a Japan was fighting with a criminal right from America. We are suffering. We want to what they come to power. So I want to ask the Liberian people what was okay, what percent guys, what percent quality will be better. So they let them letting the country now we suppress our people say they're criminal there. What's up catching the America with two our country resources, they send them back to then we eat
Thank you. Good evening.
Newton, how are you?
I'm okay. What's your name and where do you call from?
Ed Moka, the visually impaired are keeping this unprepared president with the devil. Let me say hi to Prince. Where is Teacher Lai? Is he okay?
Teacher Lai is around. You'll see him very soon.
Okay. Yeah. Just a concern anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. People be arguing as if we are not informed and we don't have information. Since the people return to the country on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Since that today they coming out with report. What kind of report you need to come out with?
But the people are thinking what to say because they know the Liberian people will be asking what did they bring again. So they've been thinking, they've been brainstorming. What do we come and tell the Liberian people? Let's just put something together. So that's why it took them that long.
When the power attended the summit, the other countries they were there, what they were getting, it was being placed on their various pages, and we were here talking about it. But when did they bring anything? And even look at what they want to play around. How can you be constructing rule at the Senate doing feasibility study? They know their own popular web minister said it. That there is no way to go to secure any new funding with all the completion of all of the roads and all of the projects that were initiated by the past government just where. Until that is done, you're not going to get any money to do anything. So which road are you talking about? If it's from the bridge down water side to Freeport, there is an extension of the Japanese project, which 25 million were made available. That commitment were made when President Weah was in power. The implementation did not start until he left the scene. So if you want to push that for him to come, but don't make it to appear as if you are coming with new projects. But hey, the government is not going to get anything and bring it from the international community. You know why? That's one of the reasons why that is one of the examples what you saw today happening. If any landlady has committed any crime, Is that the way to drag her and jack her and carry her away?
Yeah.
Breaking the rule of law, disrespecting the law in the country. Who will bring that money in the kind of country? You don't have respect for the citizen. Corruption are taking over the country. How do we source money up there to bring it to the country? And especially when doing the term, President Bwaka was then not corrected. As I was saying to the one of your sister radio station, Bwaka went trimming funny down to the ground. He was not able to end his speech. That took away the international community attention from us. Look at Bwaka. When Bwaka appeared, when you look at it physically, how do you take money and trust it to that kind of man? That you know he's not capacitated, he's not able to do anything. You go take your money, you put it in here. The president is the one that will get account of the international community funding. So when you cannot go and place it in the front of minister here, so Bwaka does not appear fake. So when you appear before he call it, he looks fake. And this is why they will always tell you, you have a meeting on the sideline. How can a president go in a conference, then you bossy on me having meeting on the sideline, you bossy on me having meeting with a city mayor? What did you carry a city mayor for? When you're the president, you don't have no business going meeting city mayor. At the end, you return to the country and come up with all projects and say, these are the things that you got from the summit that you attended when you took away 40 people be with you. That's the story, Liberia. We're going to be here. The country is reviving. The citizen, we are reviving. We're not moving anywhere until these people can finish. Then the people decide what they want for themselves. Thank you.
Edmond. Thank you. Thank you, Edmond. Good evening. Hello. Yes. Good evening. Yeah. How you doing? What's your name?
My name, I say, what I tell you, the people there, they will not be talking the same. The people there, when we vote election, the big election, the big United Party win election. We are winning the election fair. The people take a point. They steal it. But we're waiting for 2029. 2029, no one will do back up quick. No policy will go in a play will ask the form of the international community to say that in our world, so we can win election. Because not happy.
All right, thank you, man. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Bessie.
I'm Bessie. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Baga go far. The la kwa la wa baga la. The man who talk already, man for that one, no la be for that. We never see in the war. Because that is with the president. They for that. That is not for that. Baga la say the well, $2,000. They go travel. They ask me what the dollar again. But I get off. You do smart to go more or more. The whole of your produce, that's what it is. They didn't have your food. That one. But I go to food farm where our father is going to be happy with eat. But I bring yasa. Yeah? That was I go to yourself to the hospital that is very far with water. You want to be the road. Yeah? They see the battery. You not go for money. After you can't let it tell people what is the last lesson and make a question. Yeah? Today, but go nothing. You are the apple. Then tell you to your bosses.
Let's go there. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Where do you call from?
Good evening to you and your co-host. I'm Christian, and I'm Christian Place and by and I do join the conversation this evening from the headquarters on the most talk about where I've been working to community.
Yeah, let's hear you,
Christian. Let me appreciate you for your analysis, you guys for all of the analysis needs. I think it's just clear. Over the past time, since the ascendancies of Mr. Bwaka, we have understood that the government lacks integrity. The government do not know the way forward of developing this country. Well, the past time, the president has done numerous of the traveling. All of the traveling that the president has done, what is the benefit? But only to travel and use taxpayer money, like recently in Japan, all of the countries are benefiting from Japan. All the countries are strategizing on some of the benefits or get more benefit from Japan, but the president come back with nothing. The president only is the president only told us that he's still strengthening Liberia and Japan tie, which of course we knew Japan and Liberia have strong relationships. That's some of the reasons we understand that the Japanese and then they were able to construct the Japanese freeway. Then the Japanese own President and President Weah, we understand that they still have a very strong relationship, but this government lacks the integrity. How would a foreign country come to invest or investor come to invest when the government itself is stealing, the government itself is looting for the Liberian people? It's just a shame. It's just a shame. The president over the past time, the citizens have complained to the president. During the inauguration, all of the money that was taken for NOCA.
Yeah.
For NOCA, up to now, we asked the president to launch an investigation, but there's no investigation being launched. So the president encouraged the stealing that is going on to the government. The president used a statement before that his minister and director can see whether she invested in the people.
Okay,
spending on the people.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Charles G. We are calling from Jikotan.
Charles, go ahead and make your point quickly.
Yeah, my point here is that no Billy go. The thing that treat Billy go more, they can run the stormy. Unity Party people, when they're stormy ready to run the country here, of course I will not have them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We'll take
okay.
Yes, we can take at most 2 or 3 more calls. Yes, we can take. We can squeeze in at most 3 calls, and we can make a day here on this presentation. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
My name is Mark Davy. I'm calling from Friend Palma.
Mark, go ahead, make your point quickly. Let's hear you.
My brother, if I be in the country, and most again want to destroy the country, but corner every year. In the beginning, the man for the election, the man say anybody that attend on the election, it will be the end of Liberia. And for the country to be end in happiness, anytime you ready to travel, the time when you travel now, you want for things to happen behind you can be there and call for people to destroy some area. The either for that take over moving or for you to leave the 2025 budget or you move on here and go travel to.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening, Gerald. How you doing?
Yeah, what's your name?
Thank you for the show. This is how to present in the diaspora.
Yes.
Gerald, this is my sister on the land tonight. The man called Joe Nima Waka, who took baby goat and brought it to this country, to Morovia. In the middle, he was steady, and the photo was very small. And he went back the next morning and pumped that baby goat with part of salt. And he got sweat up and came and showed it to the Fula people at the town fasting. You think a good person? A criminal. That man is on our head in this country, Papa. We just started to come in for 6 years. We were so tired. That man would not keep Waka when they say free that devil that Waka. It's not going in the country. Waka is what happening. The place in where you can force him up in. Our resources money. But we are suffering here. Children in school about to open. People say they so have money to in government school. But Waka free for second about he started a new agreement to do what? The agreement person we are paying for all the roads through the administration of we are. We pay for everything. You not any for money to that country. They even get a stake in that country. You come with nothing, you go for the plea, and you don't say the law is the law. That's why you brought from there. Now you brought who in the sentiment. You say the voter can see who in this. You understand, Macha? The truth is that we're not eating. So our down will fall in this country one by one. All of Waka, nothing will happen. Don't trust me, they say, now people say the parable. They say, when you jam, you can be a friend. They say, my friend, for you be jam. You have to just go be a friend outside there. That man I get no friend as you were all early. You get no friend outside there. Somebody know him. So you are only a prepare and travel to a prison for the people. Nothing you will bring for us. You will always come with for the reckless statement and that when the people say, oh, you're going to say that. Oh, we the money in our hand. We will steal and we will sell our suffering. But I will look to the whole get. They put a point in that they are regretting. For me, I'm regretting. They are regretting the action. They can document so your offense to next. There's something I say to us today. Tomorrow will be the case. Jara, are you kidding me? You can't document certain documents that
this. Thank you.
All right. So let's take this final person. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. This is my friend on your show. Since July left.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is G. Moses Wakoli. Yeah, from being from Rafi Highway resident.
Yeah, make a point. 1 minute, no time.
Yeah, thank you kindly for giving me the opportunity. You see, in the country, as long that two things I've been telling people. The country that you see the more infinity that you can prosper. You see, also, when right after the war, those parents from Germany, someone was killed and someone was killed. You see, Rwanda prosper today. All the people that caused that genocide that killed innocent people, they were being placed on firing strike. Some of them were jailed for lifetime, and some of them who, depending the crime that they committed, they get in lesser punishment. You see, someone right near all that war general, they kill all of them. They chase some of them up and down, they say in jail. But for like, we hear people who cause mayhem, people who care for other people, and they care for other family. And we say Ghana here on around. So my brother, like brother, going nowhere. You see how our president just pray, the new party. Look at the way, look at the police brutality on innocent of Guinea. During the election time, see how many people kill. And the people who did are killing the same around with the president traveling with them. So like brother, not ready here, my brother, the innocent blood are crying. You know what made we are successful? Because he had not been part of that evil deed. That what made him very successful for the 6 years.
Okay.
So why is it for all the policies that we have brought, it was for the interest of the common people. So why the policies that the government have brought that benefiting the common people doing?
Nothing. Thank you, brother. Nothing. Time is running out. Yes, time is running out.
Sergeant Nito.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, senior brother. Let me say hi to my dear senior brother, E.B. Gosden William in Extension.
Okay, let's hear you. What's your name?
And let me also say hi to senior brother Prince Sheriff.
What's
the
your
fire
name?
burn Prince Sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah, I know senior brother not on the show, Mr. Bro.
No, bro, it's not here tonight. So go ahead, go to the point, bro.
Yeah, brother, this is the voice of Idrissa Somban. Yeah, I phoned you from my Dogsville residence.
Okay.
Judge, you know, we told Liberian time without number that this old man is an unprepared and unrepentant old man who came to the country with fake greed. We told Liberian Baka is one of those Kamajor, right? The man was a Kamajor. Now he escaped surgery to come and destroy our nation. But many people fail to learn that some weak-headed United Party color brigades, sometimes I know what I believe them, that they cannot rationalize any reality. They get no sense of reasoning. Sometimes it panic me to see Liberian men you left serving to be cajoling you all of the time. Why United Party? Because the United Party brought to this wahala to you today we see. It was the United Party. Because we were never thinking about putting the unprepared old man to the presidency. But it was due to that. I think it was a natural mistake. Liberation how they won't pour in the water, but one day the Almighty that will carry the unprepared old man. They are making to damage our country, not our mothers. The people go fair in the market. Not for me, not my people, but neighbors' mothers.
Okay.
They'll go sell in the market. They can't buy their market.
Yeah.
The woman will be coming. Will be seeing the woman there.
All right. Thank you, bro. So let's conclude with one lady. Yes, we always conclude it. Yeah, the women. You know, they are our mothers. So yes, let's end with them. So good evening.
How you doing it? I will not come and tell the reason.
Okay, go ahead. Make your point. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you talking about the boy who is named in that recording. It was only after the book that played of him.
Which recording now?
I said the recording that the people play actually all around.
Oh, okay.
The boy myself talk. They only after he now to the house. They threaten him. So I really want you to help him out. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, but let me see what. But I don't know. But I will talk with you after the show. Let me see what I can take your number.
Yeah, take my number. So
Then where's my pen? Okay, I think I have it here. So let me take your number. I'll call you so we can talk about that issue after here.
All right.
We will talk about that 077099 2.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I'll call you. We'll talk about that issue. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. So, folks, and that's all the time we have to be here. We got to go home because of time. Time has caught up with us, and we got to go. Yes, we got to go. So, thanks to all of you for the time, and Prince Sherry, who was here with me, and to all of you, our many listeners. To all of you, had it not been because of you, we wouldn't have been here. So we appreciate you for taking up your time, using your data. Make sure that you follow us just to get information. It's about collective work. All of us are working. All of us are contributing directly or indirectly, one way or the other. We are contributing to our country for the peace and stability of our country, for the rebuilding of our country. That's why all of us are making the sacrifices on a daily basis to make sure that we move our country forward. Thanks to all of you. My name is Newton Tukpa. We hope to be here another time in the gospel. And I appreciate all of you. God bless all of you guys. Shalom. Bye-bye.